J.D. Mandel. They calling me stupid.
During a rally in Nebraska, former President Donald Trump appeared to endorse the opponent of the person he actually endorsed in Ohio. So Trump has endorsed J.D. Vance for Senate in Ohio. His opponent is Josh Mandel. Look at who Trump says he endorsed during this rally.
That's what they're waiting for. They're waiting for one race. You know, we've endorsed Dr. Oz. We've endorsed JP, right? J.D. Mandel, and he's doing great. They're all doing good.
Now, look, it's one thing to mispronounce a name. People stumble over the words, make mistakes. I do it. But to say you endorsed the opponent of the person you actually endorsed, to say their last name, because that is Josh Mandel. This is who Trump did not endorse, Josh Mandel. Here's who he actually endorsed, J.D. Vance. To say you endorsed J.D. Vance's opponent, that's a pretty big mistake. You know, it's not like he called him, oh, J.D. Pants. That would be whatever. It would be comical. This is just terrible for J.D. Vance. Hilarious for me, though, as I don't care about either of these candidates. But it is crazy how often now Trump is stumbling over his words, over things that he should be aware of and actually know about. And not just stumbling, but just straight up saying the wrong thing. So he did this as well recently when it came to talking about his new social media platform, which is called Truth Social. This is his platform, but he forgot the name.
Had to give the American people their voice back by building something called Truth Central.
Truth Central, as opposed to Truth Social. This is just the norm now for Donald Trump. Things that he should understand and care about, at least pretends to care about, doesn't even know the name. Whether it's an endorsement, whether it's his own social media platform. If this was a Democrat, if this was Joe Biden and he had a social media platform and he endorsed the wrong person during a rally on stage, it would be called out. I would call it out. So here I am calling out this, showing you that his brain, Trump's brain, I would say, is not so good. In fact,
they calling me stupid.
They calling me stupid is what he also said during this rally.
I said, how tough is this test, Ronnie? Because these people are calling me bad names. They calling me stupid.
And I wonder why. So now I'm going to get to some polling in a minute here on this race in Ohio, because it is close despite this Trump endorsement. Josh Mandel, of course, did whatever he could to try and get this Trump endorsement. In fact, a former advisor of Mandel said, quote, I think his strategy was, all right, Trump won Ohio by 8 points twice. All I have to do to become the nominee is to become the most like Trump. And this is what all the candidates, I think there's like 4 of them in this primary for the GOP in Ohio. They're all basically trying to be Donald Trump. So J.D. Vance, a Yale-educated author turned venture capitalist, got the endorsement. Really draining the swamp here with a Yale-educated venture capitalist author. I mean, again, you could put a Democrat on this guy and people like Trump would be saying, oh, look at this Yale-educated author, venture capitalist, but he's a Republican and Trump endorsed him. But this is from a year ago. J.D. Vance had to delete anti-Trump tweets, and he forgot his likes, including ones that show that he had 2 tweets that he liked supporting Hillary Clinton's 2016 candidacy, a post implying Trump supporters are anti-Semitic, and multiple tweets indicating indicting Trump's character. One tweet even accuses then candidate Trump of sexual assault, and another calls him psychologically disturbed. He also liked 2 tweets mocking Melania Trump. So, yeah, J.D. Vance, of course, just all of a sudden decided to be a big Trump guy, which makes it even more weird that Trump decided to endorse him over Josh Mandel or anyone else in the race. But he has acknowledged J.D. Vance's past comments disparaging him, but has put that aside because Vance has now appeared to sell his soul to the party and to Trump. Now, looking at polling here, JD Vance is barely ahead in this race. So to be clear, he was behind, not doing well, losing money in this race before Trump endorsed him. Trump endorsed him, then it gave a little boost to JD Vance. But still, look how close it is. 26% for Vance, 24% for Mandel. And even, I mean, Matt Dolan is right there as well, 21%. And Mike Gibbons, 17%. So this is a very close race. No one here has anywhere near a majority of support in the Republican primary. And a Fox News poll shows similar results here, with Vance out ahead at 23%, Mandel at 18%, and Gibbons at 13%. So it's going to be an interesting race, especially now that maybe Mandel can use this, cut it together for a little Facebook ad, and make it sound something like this.
We've endorsed Mandel, and he's doing great.
Well, look, if I was Mandel, I would throw that into a Facebook ad. Target it in Ohio. Even if Facebook pulls it down, they barely have any moderation on Facebook. But even if they catch it and this is a lie, they pull it down, at that point, it still would have reached, 100,000 plus people. Targeting those Republican voters, at least confuse them into thinking that Trump endorsed you. I don't know. Worse things have been done. So I would, if I was on his campaign, that's what I would do. But we're going to see how this race all plays out, considering that this is very close and Trump sort of accidentally endorsed the wrong guy.